What is up, Stays? My name is Umu. I am React to the Cage channel creator, and welcome to Charlotte's and my reaction to the repackage of Go Live in Life.
Hi everyone, I'm Charlotte and I'm back reacting to K-pop for you guys. For those of you that don't know, I was on the channel for quite some time. I don't know how long actually. And my instrument is oboe. This is my cat Archie. I have another one that you may see in the background because we are filming from home and being super duper safe.
So yay! Charlotte is back. She has rejoined the channel, and in celebration I invited her to react to this repackaged album with me. She is caught up on all the releases, hasn't heard the title track yet, and hasn't heard the intro track to Go Live or Tortoise in the Hair because the intro track Go Live was actually voted to be reacted to on the Classical Musicians React series, so you will eventually see her reaction to that. So first thing I'm going to do is go ahead and jump in, react to the Tortoise in the Hair. Go Live was my favorite B-side track off of Go Live, so I'm excited to see it expanded upon, see how they change up things or add things or yeah! And then Charlotte will join me for the other new songs on this repackage album. Let's go! A 3, a 2, a 3, 2, the Tortoise wins the race! Boom, boom, boom! It's such a beautiful, mysterious beginning, and they punch you to the other wall. This is a really good looped chord progression. Oh! Contrasting the really fast rhythms with... Interesting, they're singing faster, oh, but slowly. And I do rest for a while. And the groove is back in. Oh. It's as if the whole meaning is completely changed with the added lyrics. Oh. Is this the hook? The echo on the lyrics pans to the right is a long one. That must be so fun to gotta go practicing that. Wait. Triplets. What's interesting with this slower part, they took out even... I'll talk about it later. It's so unsettling. Gotcha. Man, I wish I was fluent in Korean. It's so interesting to have the instrumental an octave above the vocal line. I think we're so used to it being the other way around. Just the echo is a whole beat off. It's as if it's like the Tortoise in the Hair, the echo and the main vocal line. Oh! Nice. So much text painting. Nice flow change. Oh. Oh my god. Okay. That was an interesting ending. I wanted to go back to our floating section. I really enjoyed how we just lost all sense of pulse, even though we had because of the way that synth is pitched. It still feels like we're kind of spinning, kind of out of control. I want to start 136, 3, 2, 1. The tongue twisters. I wonder how they warmed up for this. Whoa, 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 whoa. He does start on a strong beat, but chonika, it goes like 1, 2, 3. Chonika doesn't really necessarily land on a very strong beat, so you start off thinking, okay, I know where to groove, but then he decides where he wants to speak, which I don't know. Maybe that was purposeful, maybe that's, you know, supporting the message of like, I'm going my own pace, I'm not sticking to the beat map you are giving me. But because it's so naturally spoken, the ending of the phrase, you start to question where we are rhythmically. 157, 3, 2, 1.
Yeah. Slow it down, slow it down.
The way that it's pitched, we see that returning throughout the entire track of kind of speak, singing, sliding between pitches. So it's like musical talking almost isn't quite rapping, isn't quite singing. And so tonally we also don't know where we are. 211, 3, 2, 1. And so with Go Live, the shorter version, this section, it was so shocking because it was the first time we received that, but because we have this kind of pitch singing, speaking throughout the entire one, it isn't as shocking, but it's still like, where are we? And it's so catchy when the sung part comes in. And it's really the hi-hat that sets in. It also feels like we're fading in and out because it's going between headphones, coming closer to us and going further away. That's like it's kind of like a kid's folk kind of tune, you know? Like the da 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 da. It's a little bit playful. Da 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 da. You know, it's something you'd hear in a nursery rhyme. But yeah, no, it's just smart. I wonder if they did write it in full and then they cut it down for Go Live, or if they wrote Go Live and they're like, okay, this is how we can lengthen it to build a more detailed meaning and use it again for this album. That was awesome. All right, moving on. 3, be me, be me. Oh, okay, maybe let's start with halftime. Oh, that's some high harmony. That synth just shoots up into the atmosphere. Okay, singing Felix. I like the little whoop that, yeah, that it appears between phrases. That silence shook me. Interesting, they add in the harmony first and then they change to unison and octave. Yeah, a lot of this melody is jumping up high. Whisper, rap, sandcastle. That little background effective voice. I like before someone comes in, there's always like, I think it's reverb, something like that.
Oh, those are some nice harmonies and thirds. That's nice. Okay. That's different. I was about to say this is getting repetitive. Now we're building back. Oh, here we go.
Is that Han and Sungmin together? Nice.
Why? Where are we going?
We had a little cymbal hit. Bum, 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 bum. Yeah! And that one last cymbal hit. Or it's kind of like white noise hit. It isn't quite a cymbal. I want to listen to that again, but not via lyric video. My favorite kind of final choruses is when we add in, we either change the instrumental completely or we have a new melody line, just completely different, and we kind of have these two voices communicating back and forth. Whether it be like a complex high note melody line that goes over the main melody, or what they did here, which I really loved. Okay, so 228, 3, 2, 1. So we had Sungmin, right? Start singing the melody, and then Han came in afterwards. And then they ended the phrase together in harmony. 241, 3, 2, 1. So we have the high note. And then this is actually something that I really loved in Taemin's latest release, Criminal, when we have a main vocal line and the harmony isn't moving in parallel to that line. So instead of like, you know, moving in within equal intervals, this is going like here, and then this one shoots up here, and then like, you know, bounces around like that. It just adds like this extra power to it. Okay, 247, 3, 2, 1. Yeah, that's like a completely new line, like little counterpoint, maybe. Bum. We take the chord percussion and just add in new percussion and new vocal line. Yeah! Oh, it's not coming back in. Yeah, yeah! Ow! There's this like little crash that answers the breath hit. Bum. Yeah! Okay. Yeah, that was a nice surprise ending. I really liked the energy change.
My expectation of when I hear a Stray Kids song now is to be a major rager. Because that's what I like from them, and that's what I'm used to. So maybe it's my expectation of it, but I honestly didn't feel like this song was all that interesting. I just feel like it was very repetitive. And then what an odd way to end it. It's like I liked the ending segment better than I liked the whole song, but then the ending segment doesn't really work as an ending segment, but almost felt like we were going into another song. So I don't know. I don't know. I'm sorry, is this uncomfortable for you?
Okay, next one is Annie. 3, a 2, a 3, 2. Annie. Annie. Love how syncopated. I'm guessing it's syncopated. 2.
Oh, of course I like that. It's Felix. Shocker.
Do. It's almost, I can't tell if it's dotted.
Is that really Felix that high? Someone confirm. Is that really him that high?
It feels so familiar. Oh wow, that bass drum. I like the woo and take out and then hit.
There he is. This is a lot of rhythmic motifs. Oh!
This track production is crazy. There's a lot of little really quick takeouts and then hits.
Wow. Well, clearly I was bopping, jamming. Hi, Dexter. I was having a great time. That's like a club and dance music song that I thoroughly enjoyed. Yeah, I mentioned the rhythmic motif that just kept repeating itself, and it wasn't necessarily always on the same note or always in the same portion of the song, but it kept coming back, and I really think that's what tied everything together. Melodically speaking, not particularly super duper interesting. I just think, again, it's the rhythmic repetition that's really getting us to connect the parts of the songs together. That's my cat, Dexter. He's announcing himself. There you go. Obviously, I love whenever Felix comes in. The opening was really interesting. It instantly like jumps in to the song, which is just, no, you can't go up there. Really nice to listen to and immediately get sucked into the vibe of the song. And they kept it the same. It wasn't really anything like particularly changed or got super different and interesting and unique, but it was still a very enjoyable song. I feel like they've done more variety beforehand, so this is interesting. I don't know, I guess when I think Stray Kids, I think like District 9, and I think about how dark and ominous that all is, and now it's, I don't know, something feels more upbeat about what they've been putting out lately. I don't know, maybe they're going a different direction, trying a new thing.
So throughout this entire track, we had this returning rhythmic motif of what I'm guessing is dotted eighth notes. So these are quarter notes, these are eighth notes, and then dotted eighth notes. How to explain without having multiple hands? Basically, dotted eighth notes are a half a note longer than a normal eighth note. So that's why we get this do, 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 do. Not normal syncopation, which would be Instead it's do, 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 which is a really fun rhythm. I'm happy that repeated all throughout. I was really shook the first half, and like I was saying during the song, I thought that the production was really smart. And also, have we heard this somewhere before? Did they play this somewhere? Why do I recognize it? Maybe I recognize it because I listened to the mashup. It's amazing how you can listen to something once and it's such an earworm that you are able to remember it, but not where you heard it. But we're gonna go back, re-listen to the beginning of Ani. 3, 2, 1. And how that da-da-da-da. The first hit didn't line up with it, but the second one did. What is that instrument in the background? Is it kind of a muted saxophone? I can't tell, it might just be a synth. Yeah, okay, that was freaking awesome. That's like an offbeat hit. 22, 3, 2, 1. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2. Yeah, it's on and 2. I love that hit there. The hit on 2. I also like that moment a lot. 37, 3, 2, 1. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and hit. Oh, we had a little instrumental play with that. 57, 3, 2, 1. I think there was either echo or an instrument when Ani, it kind of answered the Ani, oh thing. Okay, I'm gonna go back and listen to that before my discussion, but right now we need to move on to X. The one good thing, the only good thing about getting to listening to albums late is that they sometimes post music videos while you are waiting. So, X music video, 3, 2, 1. Xnom. Mi Shinnom. Oh, minor 4.
Oh, no. Oh, I don't like this at all. Not the music, just the ghost people. Not for that.
They're using very similar progression to what they used in one of their recent mixtapes. You can also get the similar vibe in BTS's Stay Gold. It's the minor 4. I like this lift here. Oh, they're hitting all the heartstring pulley melody. I'm sorry, I really should be emotional, but I'm just laughing because I recognize all like the slow pop tropes that they're smartly sprinkling in there. Oh, who sung that ascending line? There's a very soft synth pan to the left. High, it's very high and it's smart to put Hyunjin and Felix back to back. Their timbres flow well into each other. And then Bang Chan. Oh, this pre-chorus is so good. I love this gentle texture change. Oh, boy, you okay? Is that a synth or someone singing? Okay. Oh my god. Okay. Wow. Wow. The lyrics do really add depth to what happens musically in the song, like the chords chosen and such. I believe this is tonic. Having the eighth notes. It's really emotional to have, especially the effect of guitar. Oh, it's so powerful because we're singing, you know, down here in this range, and then we suddenly jump up here, and then we add, we take out a lot of the bass and the instrumental as well, and we add in some sparkly instrumental. You just like doo 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 guitar. 49, 3, 2, 1. It's there. Da, da, da. So that's my lower 3. Da, da, da. Our main blues notes, I think, are minor 3 and minor 6. So you hear an awful lot of da da da. Like if it's sung in da da da, you're like, oh, this is, you know, bringing me down. You know, it adds a bit of darkness, a bit of dark colors to the melody. Let's jump to the bridge. 227, 3, 2, 1. Gosh, they added like a little that transitions well. It's gentle and like flitty melodies as well, like really fast, not sung out. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. That little step, minor step up. That's another feelsy melody move. Yeah. Oh. There's, throughout this entire track, there's a lot of little synths that kind of go, that like echo between both headphones and are in the far background that just add this almost yearning quality to the track, I feel, and I really, really do love this track. I do talk more about what may create extra heartstring pulls in my reaction to mixtape 4, was it? On track? Mixtape 4 on track? Okay, maybe it's not mixtape 4, it's just mixtape on track. I talk more about melody, chord writing there.
Well, that was a very different side of Stray Kids.
What the?
Like a very mellow, softer, more emotional side, which was actually really interesting to listen to. And I think it's a matter of personal preference that I don't particularly like it. I don't think, if I look at it purely from like just listening to it and appreciating it on a musical level, I do like the accompaniment, I do like the aesthetic and the sound that it produces, and I do appreciate it. I just think it's not something that I would personally go to. But that's not to say that it's not good. because it is. There's a lot of interesting chords and places that they take it. It was just kind of a downer song. I don't know. I don't know if it was like down. I was trying to like read the lyrics while also listening, so I guess I had to go back and do it all again. But it seemed like a breakup song of some sort, but also like I'm okay with that this all happened. Not a fan of the ghost people in the beginning. No thank you. I don't like that. No, that creeped me out.
Okay, we're moving on to We Go.